Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Radar Room podcast. My name is Michael. Let's get started with today's weather. We have a lot to talk about and get into. We have some rain showers that are in the eastern side of the United States right now. Those will be extending all the way down to the Miami region, also going up as north as Nebraska. We're seeing those rain showers and those severe thunderstorms and strong thunderstorms and whatnot that will continue in the weather pattern for weeks to come. Now, do we know exactly if these storms will continue to produce over and over? We don't know yet, but we can tell you that for the next few days, we'll be seeing sort of a wet weather pattern. We're also watching for the chance of tropical development, which I'll get to in a second. We have flood advisories right now for areas of the south. Flash flood warning for Millen, Georgia, the Millen, Georgia area down there. Also, we're seeing some heat advisories in the north as well as in the west and the north. We're seeing those red flag warnings and those earthquakes in the west as well. Now, as far as tropical development, we sort of had a shift in model data as you continue to look at the GFS model. What we're seeing there is we're seeing, at first, we saw the potential for the chance of development right over Miami towards the east coast, and it was going to continue to move east out towards the water. But now we're sort of seeing something different with the GFS model with this current run. We are seeing that chance move towards the Gulf area, areas like New Orleans, the coast of Louisiana, Big Bend of Florida, Texas, things like that of that nature. So those areas will be on high alert, as well as the eastern coastal United States area of the South. So we're going to be seeing some interesting weather that's going to be continuing throughout the time. Hurricane season starts in just a few days on June 1st, so be prepared for that. But right now out there, we're starting to see temperatures start to die down a little bit across the East Coast as we get into the night hours. Temperatures currently right now in the 80s and the 70s, 60s in the north. Across the country, 70s and 80s. And in some of the hotter areas, 90 degrees. Getting very, very close as we're going closer to that 100 degrees threshold. So make sure you are taking the steps precautionary in those heated areas. As far as the outlook for our upcoming days, the Storm Prediction Center telling us right now in the northwest corner of the United States, a slight risk and a marginal, as well as you have those thunderstorm risk across the whole entire United States. That extends all the way up north towards the Seattle region, all the way down to Miami-Dade County, Florida, in the diagonal direction. So that's going to be interesting as we're getting. That's actually the outlook for today. We have no tornado outlook really today as far as, well, we do have a little bit of a marginal risk that's going to be in the northwest area. As far as the wind threat, we are going to have some wind. We're going to have a 5% chance of wind, as well as a 15, and then you have that hatch with the intensity of 1 in that area, as well as a hail threat in the northwest corner of the United States, but also that little bit of that metropolitan area towards the Denver, Colorado area. You should definitely watch out for those things and conditions right there along the Denver metro area. Now, as far as our day 2 outlook, which is our outlook for tomorrow, we're going to be seeing once again that wet weather pattern. Marginal risk of severe weather across the whole central part of the United States. As far as we get north, once again, those thunderstorms will continue across the northwest, all the way, not on Seattle this time, but very close to Seattle, all the way down to the Miami-Dade County area of the United States in the diagonal direction as well. As far as tornadoes, we have less than 2% in all areas for tomorrow as of right now. The wind threat will be in effect for areas in the central areas. Once again, hail threat, central areas as well. So some of those areas as far as portions of Texas and portions of Montana and things like that. So we will continue to see the severe weather continue for a lot of the United States in this time. In the summer area, the summertime, we're going to see a lot of those things happen. Day 3 of severe weather, we're going to be seeing severe thunderstorm outlook here in the central United States, north central, getting towards just west of the Midwest. Slight risk, marginal risk, and you have the thunderstorm risk. Once again, that thunderstorm risk all the way from Montana all the way down to Miami-Dade County in the diagonal direction. And this is really looking like the same setup every day. We're going to be getting those thunderstorms, going to be in the north and all the way down to the south across the United States, mainly to the eastern United States. Now on day 3, don't forget about that slight risk of thunderstorms right there in California as well. But we're going to be seeing a lot wet weather that will be impacting us in the south and the east coast of the United States and the central part of the United States. A lot is happening in the central part of the United States right now. So make sure that you are weather aware, have a way to get those alerts and things of that nature. And I think that's going to end it for us today. Make sure you follow the podcast. Listen to this podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcast. Also, make sure you go to the Michael's Weather channel on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe there. I'll see you guys in the next podcast episode. Have a blessed and wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.